What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our ACC football channel. Let's get it going here. First game is against Florida, tied at 7. This was the very first live stream that we did, a live simulation here on the channel. So if you watched that back a few months ago, I guess it's been, you've probably already seen this. But anyways, Florida's up 14-7 here. Miami comes back. They get this touchdown, tie the thing up at 14. Third quarter now, Florida with a touchdown run from Malik Davis. They're up 21-14. Now on a 3rd down and 6. Big play here for Miami, trying to keep pace with Florida. They get this touchdown. Jeff Thomas makes the catch, and the Hurricanes will tie this thing up at 21. Third quarter now, about halfway through it. Florida has the football. Felipe Franks hands it off to LaMichael Pirine. He runs over a defender, and he's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Gators on top. And this is a great game back and forth as Florida now has the lead. On a 3rd down and 14, Miami trying to keep pace, but it's the Florida defense coming up with a big sack. They take Perry down, and that was a big play because then they would get a field goal to go up by 10. 4th down and 3 here, last chance for Miami, and N'Kosi Perry is going to be sacked. And that's pretty much going to do it because at this point you still need 2 scores. Florida gets this first down. That's going to let them run the clock out, and Miami going to come up short. They, again, were keeping pace with Florida. This was a close game, but that one stop from Florida was able to get them a 2-possession lead, and Miami just couldn't overcome it. So they're going to start the season off 0-1 with the loss here to Florida. And you can ignore these rankings. They were updated at different times when doing different games. Some of them still the original rankings from the game. But the next game is against North Carolina as the Hurricanes open up ACC play. They're on the road here, and they're up 7-0. They're coming up with a big turnover as that is intercepted, and that might be a pick 6. No, he's going to get taken down around the 25-yard line, but still a chance to increase this lead. They get stopped on 3rd down and have to settle for a field goal, so that keeps the game from getting away from North Carolina early, keeps it at a 10-point game about halfway through the first quarter. Moving on now, Miami gets the ball back. Another chance here, and they get it. Jeff Thomas makes the touchdown catch, and they're up 17-0. Second quarter now, they get another touchdown. Cameron Harris runs it in, and the North Carolina defense just had no answer in this. And the offense, too. Miami really shut them down. Mark Pope comes up with the touchdown catch. It's 31-0 before we even get to halftime. Miami rolls in this game 44-6, so a big win there to open up ACC play. They play Bethune-Cookman next, and then Central Michigan. We're going to assume that they win both of those games. We didn't have the rosters and did not simulate those games, but we're going to assume that Miami wins both of those games, and then they get back into ACC play where they will face Virginia Tech. Hurricanes hosting the Hokies. Early on in this game, Brevin Jordan makes the catch, and Miami goes up 7-0. Virginia Tech looking to answer back here on a 3rd down and goal. They get a touchdown and tie the game up at 7. Late first quarter, Virginia Tech gets a stop, gets the ball back. They would take the lead, then add a field goal. They're up 17-7. N'Kosi Perry with this touchdown run to get Miami back within 3. Then they would add a field goal, and we head to the fourth quarter, tied at 17. Miami with the football. They get stopped on 3rd down. Big stop from the Virginia Tech defense on a 3rd down and 13. Virginia Tech looking to convert, and they cannot. So both defenses really stepping up here late in the ball game. 3rd down and 10 now for Miami. Perry back to throw. You're going to take a shot deep down the field, and it's knocked away again. Defense coming up with a stop. They elect to go for a really long field goal, and it's no good. You have to kind of question that, especially the way the defense have been playing. Gives Virginia Tech some momentum, gives them a short field. They take it down that field, and they get a touchdown. So they're up 7 now. Miami has it. They get a touchdown. And back and forth we go. Just a great game. Tied up now at 24. Last chance for Virginia Tech. A Hail Mary to win the game. They're not going to get it. That was actually pretty close. It was hung up in the air there for a minute. So we go to overtime. Virginia Tech on the board first. They get this touchdown, and they're up 31-24. Now Miami looking to answer back on a 3rd down and 14. N'Kosi Perry to the end zone. An ill-advised throw. He throws an interception. Virginia Tech comes up with a big turnover, and they run it out of the end zone, and they're going to win this game in overtime, 31-24. So a close loss there for the Hurricanes as they now have 2 losses on the season. 1-1 in ACC play. We'll see if they can bounce back in the next game. It's going to be at home again, this time against Virginia. So let's go to that one. 3-0 here, first quarter. Virginia on top, but Miami gets this touchdown to take the lead 7-3. 10-3 at this point. Bryce Perkins is going to run one in for Virginia, and we are now tied at 10. 19-10 after 3 field goals for Miami, and Virginia gets this touchdown. So we've got a close game here in the fourth quarter. Now on a 2nd down and 16, it's the Virginia defense coming up with a big tackle for loss. On 3rd down and 20, they're trying to get the ball back, and they are going to do just that. Another tackle for loss. Virginia fired up on defense with a chance now to take the lead in this game. Perkins on 3rd down and 12. Throws it down the field and cannot convert. They elected to punt. Still over 2 minutes to play, and they had all their timeouts. Miami gets stopped on 3rd down, which is going to get the ball back to Virginia. A field goal will win the game. We'll see if they can get it. Bryce Perkins back to throw down the field. Finds a man all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Virginia in great shape here. On 3rd down and 11, Perkins completes it, but actually, no, I think that was incomplete. So here we go. This is possibly for the win. Short field goal, but they miss it. Virginia misses the field goal, and that's how this game would end. So Miami catches a break. It looked like they were in position. Virginia was in position to win this game. They can't knock the field goal through, and even if they had made it, though, they're still over a minute's play. So Miami still could have won this game, but that is a tough way to lose if you're a Virginia fan. Miami will take it, though. Next game is against Georgia Tech. Mike Harley makes the catch. They're up 7-0. 3rd down and 11 here in the second quarter. Perry to throw deep down the field. That's a touchdown. KJ Osborne, the transfer, making the catch for the touchdown. 14-0 here. 3rd and 7. Miami delivering again. Their defense played really well in this game as well. Georgia Tech trying to get back in the game. That's going to be a sack as we see the Miami defense stepping up here on a 3rd down and 15. No, they hit their quarterback. Incomplete. They get the ball back, and that's just kind of the story of the day for Georgia Tech. They just couldn't get anything going. Fourth quarter now, 27-0. Georgia Tech just trying to get some points. Miami comes up with the interception. They're going to run it all the way back inside the 20, the 10. Actually, that's a pick 6. Miami takes it all the way back, and they wind up winning this game 41-0. So an impressive win there for the Hurricanes as they get a couple of wins here in a row in the ACC. Next game is against Pitt. Remember a couple of years ago when Miami was undefeated, they go in here and they got upset. They're looking for some revenge this year, and they're up 6-0 with this touchdown. That's going to make it 13-0. Pittsburgh trying to get something going on offense. There's a sack on 3rd down. You see the Miami defense playing well in this one. 19-3 the score here in the fourth quarter. Miami gets another touchdown, and that's kind of going to put this game away. I mean, really no chance for Pitt to come back at that point. 26-11 the final score in this game. So Miami starting to reel off several wins in a row. They just had that one loss to Virginia Tech in the ACC, and then they had the loss to Florida in the opener. And we'll go through all these teams, and we'll see how the standings play out. But if Miami could finish with one loss, as long as Virginia Tech doesn't have one loss or 0 losses, they could still win this division if they can finish strong. But they have a very tough game coming up next against Florida State. Seminoles up 7-0 here in the second quarter. James Blackman takes off, and he will run one in for a touchdown. Seminoles up here 14-0, looking for more. They get this touchdown, and Miami in trouble early in this game, trying to come back. It's now 21-7 here late in the first half. They get this touchdown, and that'll give them some momentum heading into halftime. Third quarter now, 24-14. Miami hanging around in this game. They get this touchdown. That will make it a 3-point game, and they definitely have a chance now to win. 3rd down and 12 here for Florida State. They're going to get stopped. Tackle for loss there as Miami's defense comes up with a big play. Now they have a chance to take the lead, and they do just that. Will Mallory with the touchdown catch, and the Hurricanes now up 28-24. But Florida State would answer back. They would take the lead. And so back and forth we go here in the fourth quarter. Miami looking to answer back. We'll see what they can do now. Down by 3. N'Kosi Perry to throw. And an ill-advised throw. Remember that interception against Virginia Tech. Another crucial interception. And Florida State has a chance to really put this game away with a touchdown. And they're going to do that. They're going to go up by 10 with this touchdown. Not technically over yet. Miami's still fighting. They get this touchdown and make it a 3-point game, but no timeouts. They've got to have an onside kick to have a chance in this game. Can they get it? No, they cannot. Florida State recovers. And again, that turnover was a killer here for Miami. They lose 38-35. Third loss of the season, second loss in the ACC. We will have to see what happens with the other teams, but 2 losses, I think they still have a chance to win the Coastal and get to the ACC championship. Again, we will just have to see how the other teams finish. So they lose to the rival Florida State, lose to Florida and Florida State. That's pretty tough, but the next game is at home against Louisville. They're up 3-0 here. Juwan Pass for the Cardinals will run one in for the touchdown as Louisville takes the lead, looking to pull off an upset here. Miami now with it. They get this touchdown. Brevin Jordan makes the catch, and they're up 10-7. Looking for more late in the first quarter. N'Kosi Perry, this touchdown again, Brevin Jordan, and Miami is up by 10. Second quarter still now. Louisville getting a touchdown run there as they are somewhat keeping pace here with Miami. We're tied now at 17 right before halftime. Big play to get some momentum. Get this touchdown to go up 24-17. We head to the second half now. Look at that run. Louisville making a big play. That was Javion Hawkins with that touchdown run. We're now tied at 24. Great game here. N'Kosi Perry runs one in for the touchdown. Miami up 31-24. Third down and 2 now. Big play as Miami comes up with a stop. And this was with about 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. So they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Juwan Pass completes it. And they are not going to get it. Nice tackle there. Miami's defense comes up with a stop. And they actually would go down and kick a field goal and put this game away. 34-24 the final score. After that, Miami plays FIU. We don't have the rosters for that. That could be an interesting game. It might not be a blowout. I do think Miami will win. But again, we didn't have the rosters to do the simulation. We're going to assume for the video that Miami will win that game. And then they close the season out with Duke. Duke with a touchdown run there from Quentin Harris to take a 7-3 lead. Then they get this touchdown run from Deion Jackson. All of a sudden, Duke is thinking upset. Miami in trouble early, late in the first half. 3rd down and 8. N'Kosi Perry trying to get something going, and they can't get the first down. Duke's defense playing really well, holding Miami to their 3rd field goal. 14-9 the score heading into halftime. Now 14-12 after another Miami field goal. Duke looking to add to that lead. They get stopped on 3rd down, and they would have to settle for a field goal and a field goal attempt. And it is no good. So Miami now has a chance to maybe take the lead in this game. They get this touchdown run from DJ Dallas. Very impressive run. You see his numbers. He had a big day as Hurricanes up and going for 2. They get the 2-point conversion to go up 20-14. So plenty of time in this game. 3rd down and 8 now for Duke. But it's the Miami defense coming up with a big sack on 3rd down. They get the ball back with a chance to increase this lead. They can't pick up a first down on 3rd and 7. So Duke will get it back. Now Quentin Harris with it in the shotgun. Completes this pass. They're down inside the 10-yard line. Got to have a touchdown. 4th down and goal. Last chance probably here for Duke. Harris going to try to run, and that's not a good idea as Miami is all over it. They get a stop, and Duke had already used a timeout, so they wouldn't get the ball back. That's it. Miami wins 20-14, so they finish out strong. Pretty solid year for Miami. If you look at the whole thing, they finished 9-3. Just 2 losses in the ACC. They lose to Florida State and Virginia Tech, and then that 3rd loss coming to Florida. So 9-3, I think, is a very realistic expectation for Miami. And yeah, I thought that this video, these games were pretty accurate. It may not go exactly like that, but I could see Miami going 9-3. Some of our simulations have reflected what I think. Some maybe have not. It's just up to what the game puts out there once you put everything in. But yeah, this is a solid year for Miami as they go 9-3. Thank you for watching this video. If you are an ACC football fan, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us your thoughts down in the comments below. And for the latest in ACC football, keep it right here.